shouldn't be hard. Life should be a fun-filled adventure every day. So now start joining up dots. Tap into your talents, your skills, your God-given gifts, and tell your boss, you don't deserve me. I'm out of here. It's time for you to smash that alarm clock and start getting the dream business and life you, well, of course, are dreaming of. Let's join your host, David Ralph, from the back of his garden in the UK, or wherever he might be today, with another jammed-packed episode of the #1 hit podcast, Join Up Dots.
Yeah, good morning, chums. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Do you want some inspiration? Do you want some stories of other people across the world changing their life and doing things more on their own terms, tapping into their inner passions, their desires, creating futures that are only theirs to create? Do you want those? Do you want those? Well, I've got 3 of them. I've got 3 of them today, and they're all based around nature. They've all come over to us over the last sort of 4 weeks or so, but these 3, it looked like it was a nature-based podcast, so we've joined them up, and we've got one from a lady called Jane, who I imagine is in America somewhere. It doesn't say. A guy called Michael, and who's this one from? Sarah Lee. So we are going to tell you what you can do if you're in a job that's a grind. It's not fulfilling you. Your energy level is down. One of the things that you can do, and we all know this is good for us, is go for a walk in nature. Because if you're going for a walk in nature, it's a powerful kind of reminder of how life just naturally happens. Trees grow, they drop their leaves, flowers come up, they go down, and just walking in a park, hiking in the mountains, or simply sort of sitting by a lake can really help us reconnect with real life instead of just sitting in offices underneath air conditioning. Observing the changing seasons, the growth of plants, the behavior of animals, it's all sort of real stuff, and it makes us feel better. There's psychology about it, where they will say these trees, they produce stuff that we all like. And that's why I was riding on my bike the other day, and it was pissing down with rain on me, and I just felt like alive and wet and soggy. And there's science why it's great to be out in the rain as well, instead of hiding away from it, allowing real life and nature to sort of hit us and make us feel better. So the first lady is a lady called Jane. And she says, "Hi, my name is Jane," which is handy because it's from Jane as well. I wanted to reach out and share my story and express my gratitude for the incredible impact your podcast has had on my life. For over a decade, I've worked in a high-stress corporate environment. It's been a grind, and that daily grind has left me feeling disconnected from myself and the natural world. I was constantly stressed and felt like I was losing touch with what truly mattered to me. Then I discovered a podcast called Join Up Dots. I think it's called Join Up Dots. Listening to Join Up Dots, yes it is, during my daily commute became a source of inspiration and a beacon of hope. And inspired by the stories and advice shared on your show, I decided to take a leap of faith. I took a sabbatical from work and embarked on a hiking trip through the Appalachian Trail. That's a long one. That's about 3,500 miles or something, isn't it? The Appalachian Trail. This journey was nothing short of transformative. The tranquility and majesty of the natural world reignited a passion within me that I hadn't felt in years, and I realized I wanted to share the healing power of nature with others. Upon returning home, I trained as a certified forest therapy guide, and I didn't even know there was such a thing, and launched Nature's Path Adventures. Right, I just paused there for a moment because I Googled nature and forest therapy guides and programs. Yeah, you can go and it says we train nature and forest therapy guides. While many people we train are healthcare professionals, physicians, nurse, psychotherapists, we don't train people in the skills and knowledge needed to be therapists. Those who are therapists find that adding the way of the guide to their repertoire greatly enhances how they approach their practices. forest bathing, forest therapy. Wow. So if you're interested in this, go over to www.anft.earth and become one of these people as well. Didn't know they existed. So she's now launching Nature's Path Adventures, and we offer guided forest therapy walks and nature retreats, helping people find solace from their hectic lives and reconnect with the rhythms of life. Your podcast played a pivotal role in this transformation. The interviews and insights you provided gave me the courage to pursue this new path and believe that my dream was possible. I feel really choked up. Today my business is starting, but it's growing. I have the privilege of leading small groups on immersive nature experiences, helping others discover the peace and healing that nature can provide. I'm profoundly grateful for the role of Join Up Dots played in my journey. Now, I keep on saying this. I'm a conduit. I'm a conduit of what's going on out there. Other than that, it's all down to you. There's going to be 99% of people that listen to this podcast and don't do anything at all. And they just listen to it for a while, they turn off, and then they go off into something else. Very few people will actually do something, and that's because you've done it. You're the ones. It's nothing to do with me. I'm just a small part. I'm a small dot. And without you taking action, things aren't ever going to happen. So Jane finishes off with, thank you for all you do. Your work is truly making a difference. Warm regards. Well, that is a big round of applause, Jane. Who knows? So there's another business out there. The Association of Nature and Forest Therapy Guides and Programs. And you can go over to that again. I say www.anft.earth. And look at that. Might be right up your street, and they are training to do things. Wonderful stuff. Right, okay, who knew? The next one is from a guy called Michael Thompson, and Michael says, hi David and the Join Up Dots team. Hi Michael. Hi. I'm Michael, and I felt compelled to share my story with you. Your podcast has had a profound impact on my life, and I wanted to thank you personally. For years, I've worked in IT, a field that, while rewarding in some ways, left me often feeling stressed and unfulfilled. Gardening was always my escape, a way to unwind and reconnect with myself. I understand that. Now, I'm not a big gardener. I'm not. I kind of try to keep it looking all right. And if I could build a garden up with plastic plants, that would be even better. I'm not good with pots. We put things in pots, they just die. And people say, you're not watering them enough. And I think, I'm watering them every day. Maybe I'm watering them too much. Pots are a bad thing. But I understand it. It's just nice to be out in the sunshine, pottering around. He says, over time, I began to notice the therapeutic benefits of spending time in my back garden. And this realization sparked an idea. Inspired by the many stories and practical advice shared on Join Up Dots, I started researching horticultural therapy and the healing power of plants, all similar to Jane. I decided to take a bold step and leave my IT job to pursue this newfound passion. I've launched Healing Gardens, a business dedicated to creating therapeutic gardens for hospitals, old age people homes, and private clients. Yeah, brilliant idea. Yeah, I can see this totally. And the old people get out there and they can sort of potter around. Real niche, I imagine. And I love these emails because you think, yeah, that's I would never have seen that. Not in a million years. And that's the beauty about opportunities around us all the time. It's not until somebody sort of like retunes our eyes somewhat, we can suddenly see them in a different way. Our gardens incorporate sensory plants, meditation spaces. You don't want medication spaces, and accessible paths, creating sanctuaries for relaxation and healing. And your podcast was instrumental in this transition. The inspiration and guidance I found in your episodes gave me the confidence to follow my passion and turn it into a successful business. Today, I am proud owner of Healing Gardens, and not only do I have a small but steady income, but I also have the immense satisfaction of knowing that my work positively impacts others' well-being. Witnessing the joy and peace our gardens bring to people is incredibly fulfilling. I can't thank you enough for your role and the podcast played in helping me find true calling. Best wishes, Michael Thompson. Absolutely brilliant. I love this. I love it. These are my favourite podcast episodes. If you saw me actually recording them, you can see that I do generally feel choked up. But just in a tiny little way, something that I've done has made a difference to these people. And that's all I ever wanted with Join Up Dots, just to give some inspiration to people to go out there and change their lives. Right, the last one is from Sarah Lee. None of these say where they're from, but okay. Where she say? She's an educator. And she has always loved teaching, but she says, I often felt restricted by the traditional classroom setting. I spent my weekends hiking, camping and exploring natural parks, dreaming of a way to integrate my love for the outdoors with my teaching career. However, I wasn't sure how to make this dream a reality. That all changed when I started listening to Join Up Dots, and your podcast provided me with the inspiration and practical advice I needed to start planning the leap. I'm now planning Wilderness Workshops, a company that offers educational programs and workshops in natural settings. Our program includes survival skills training, nature journaling classes, and environmental science workshops for schools and families. Your podcast was a constant source of encouragement, and the stories of others who had successfully transformed their lives and careers inspired me to believe in my vision. The practical tips and insights you shared helped me navigate the challenges of starting a new business. What's it say? Seeing the joy and curiosity in our participants' faces is incredibly rewarding, and your podcast played a crucial role in the journey. Shucks. Sarah Lee, once again, brilliant. So I love this. So all of you out there, if you're into nature, there's some ideas. Maybe you could be a certified forest therapy guide. Maybe you could start building small therapy-based gardens in old people's homes and hospitals and places. Maybe that's something that your local community might want. Or maybe you want to do wilderness workshops. Just helping children and adults understand natural world better, and become a teacher in an environment that fits you instead of being a teacher where you're just going through the motions. Most people start with teaching because they like the thought of helping people, and then they get bogged down with all the rules and regulations. I know that, and the sort of red tape, and it becomes quite difficult. But I think that's brilliant. I think that's absolutely wonderful, and it really fuels me up to keep Join Up Dots going and seeing what else is coming out of the woodwork, or out the woods basically. So until next time, to everybody out there, I'm going to say, wherever you are, whatever you do, have a nice day. Yeah, make today a nice one. Enjoy yourself. Try to be stress-free if you can, and just allow life to throw things in your way, because it will do, but you just got to spot them. And when you spot them, your life will change forever. So to Sarah Lee, to Jane, and to Michael, well done to you guys, and for everybody else out there that are listening to these stories and thinking, yeah, okay, might want to start looking around and seeing what's out there. We're here to help you. Until next time, we'll see you again. Cheers. See ya. Bye-bye.
That's the end of Join Up Dots. You've heard the conversation. Now it's time for you to start taking massive action. Create your future, create your life. It's the only life you've got. We'll be back again real soon. Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots. Join up dots.